Good day, JSS2 students. We are welcome to another week civic education online class. In this week, we'll be discussing democracy. The week's topic is democracy. Now, in this class, we'll be having different phases of our objective, and one of the phase is meaning of democracy. And after that, we'll be moving to the next phase, which is types of democracy. And after the types of democracy have been discussed, we'll be moving to the last phase of the class, which is characteristics of democracy. Now, permit me to go to the first phase, which is meaning of democracy. Democracy as is the system of government by which people come out to elect their own government. People are free to elect their government. But I would like you to define democracy according to the popular definition, which is defined by Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln defines democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. I'll repeat the definition again. Abraham Lincoln defines democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Aside from definition of Abraham Lincoln, another good definition is also the etymological definition. What is the meaning of etymology? Etymology is the study of how words are coined. Please put that aside. Now, the etymological definition of democracy. Now, from the definition, it states that democracy is a word that is coined from two Greek words. Democracy is a borrowed word in English, and it is borrowed from the Greek word. Two Greek words, which are demos, and demos means people, and the other word, kratia, which means government. When you put the two words together, we have demos kratia, which means people's government. Now, I believe we understand the meaning of democracy. Now, let's go to the next phase, which is types of democracy. There are two types of democracy, which are direct democracy, which can also be called classic democracy, or ancient democracy, or old Greek democracy. And the other one, which is indirect democracy, which can also be called representative democracy or representative government. Now, the first type we'll be discussing is direct democracy. This is a system of government where everyone is involved in the affairs of the country. In this type of democracy, every adult are allowed to come out directly to take part to make decisions in the government. There is no room for representation. Number two, indirect democracy. This is a type of government or type of democracy where citizens choose their representatives during election to rule on their behalf. This type of democracy is also called representative democracy. This type of democracy is being practiced in Nigeria at present. It is the modern democracy. Now let's move to the next phase, which is characteristics of democracy. Characteristics, as we all know, it also means features. So we can say features of democracy or characteristics of democracy. So number one feature is In democratic system, there must be regular and periodic elections. There must be regular and periodic elections. Number two feature is fundamental human rights must be guaranteed and respected. Human rights must be guaranteed and respected as it is stated in the Constitution. Number three feature of democracy is party system and political parties. Beg your pardon. Now, party system allows different political party to compete or operate during election in a country. And with these, people come out, get educated, and elect their candidates from these parties. Number four, there must be freedom of the press. Press, as we all know, is the media houses that passes information to the people. We get information through the press. Now, under democratic system of government, all the media houses are free and must be free to express and to transfer information to the members of the public. With this, democracy will stand. Number five is there must be independent judiciary. The judicial arm of government must be independent and must be free any other influence. The judicial arm of government is the law courts. The law courts help to solve and settle cases and also help to guide people's human rights. With this, people's rights will be protected and guaranteed as earlier stated. And whenever there is election rigging, courts also decide based on evidences. And with that, true representative will be announced, is taken to the court. Now, the last on our e-note is there must be presence of rule of law. Rule of law, as we all know, is the principle that states that law should be supreme over every body, entity, or government in a country. And as a feature of democracy, rule of law must be present because it guarantees that everyone is equal before the law. And that is what democracy preaches. There is absence of this, there is rule of law, therefore it means democracy can't exist. No one is above the law and must not be above the law under any democratic system. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed week. God bless.